Hi guys, welcome back to the Java class. In today's session, you will learn a very powerful concept of OOPS, that is an abstraction. So what is it? An abstraction in Java is a fundamental concept of object-oriented programming language that helps in hiding the complex implementation details and showing only the necessary features of an object to the outside world. Abstraction can be achieved using two different ways. The first is using abstract class, and the second is using an interface. Using abstract class, you can achieve 0 to 99% of abstraction, but using interface, you can achieve 100% abstraction in a Java programming language. So in this video session, I am covering only the abstract class. The interface will be covered in the upcoming session videos. So what is an abstract class? It is a class that is declared as abstract. If you will write an abstract keyword before declaring any class, this class will become an abstract. So what is it? An abstract class can contain both abstract method as well as concrete, that is non-abstract method, or it can contain the variables. So what is an abstract method? Abstract methods are those methods that doesn't have the body of the methods. Means you will write without the full implementation inside a class. So let me just discuss here. We have many features of an abstract classes, but I will discuss one by one. So let us understand the concept of abstract class with the help of a programming example. So let me just create a class car. So here, let me create a class car. That is, this is a class car. So this is a normal class. It is not an abstract class, right? So if you would like to make this class as an abstract, you can use the abstract keyword. So now this class becomes abstract, right? So it can have the abstract method. It can have the non-abstract method, right? So let me just add an abstract method inside it. So just adding an abstract method. So here I am adding abstract method here, like abstract void, and I'm just adding a method start engine, right? So this is a method you can see that doesn't have the body of the methods. This method is without implementation, right? So this is a method, normal method, that is a void start engine. But whenever you will write an abstract before this method will become an abstract. You can't add the code inside it. If you will try to add the code inside it, it will start complaining, right? Abstract method do not specify a body. So abstract method doesn't have the body of the method. So here simply you will write a semicolon inside it, right? So this is a class that contains an abstract method. So this class can contain non-abstract method also. So let me just add non-abstract method, right? So here I am just adding a non-abstract method, that is public void display info. So this is a method that will display the information of a car, right? So this is an abstract method without body, and this is a non-abstract method that contains some body. So I can just add inside something, that is system.out.println statement, and I can display some data inside. Okay, so it can also have the variables or the field. Let me add some variables inside it of private type, like string model, that will display the model of a car, and I will just add a variable that is of integer type that will display the year, the model year of a car, right? So these are the fields we have added inside abstract class, that is a car. This is an abstract method, and inside it we can have a non-abstract method. So let us come back to the properties of an abstract class. So as I told you, it may or may not include abstract method, but if it has abstract method, the class must be declared as an abstract. So if I will just remove this abstract class or abstract keyword, you can see the compiler start complaining. What is the complaint? The type car must be an abstract class to define abstract method. Why it is showing? Because you have added at least one abstract method inside a car, so that you have to define this class as abstract, right? Next point, let us see. An abstract class cannot be instantiated, meaning you can't create an object of the abstract class. So let me show you here. For example, this is an abstract class. Now come to the main class, that is a test car. And let me just try to create an object of a class car, that is my car is equal new car here, right? And here you will see the compiler is showing the error. What is the error? Cannot instantiate the type car, right? So you will not be able to create an object of an abstract class. Abstract classes cannot be instantiated. It is like an incomplete class because it has a method that doesn't have the body of the methods, right? What is the next point? Let us see. Abstract class can be used to create object references only because runtime polymorphism is implemented through the use of superclass reference only. Yes, you can't create an object of the abstract class, but you can create the references of it. So references is this one. So here you have created a reference of a class car, that is my car. This is not an object, this is only the reference that can help us to refer to the object of different subclasses, and we can implement the runtime polymorphism concept through abstract class also, right? So let us see what is the next point here. The important point is when an abstract class is as a subclass, what is the meaning of it? So the subclass must provide implementation for all the abstract method in its parent class. So what is the meaning of it? The meaning is very simple. For example, you will create a subclass. So let me create a subclass, that is a class that is sedan here, right? The class sedan extends the car, right? So what I told you, if you will create some subclass of a class car. So here I have created a subclass that is a sedan. So what is the condition? Condition is this one: the subclass must provide implementation for all the abstract method in its parent class. However, if it doesn't, then subclass must also be declared as an abstract. So let us see what is this property here. So whenever you will hover your mouse over sedan class, so you can see the compiler is complaining. What is the complaint here? The type sedan must implement the inherited abstract method, that is car.start. So what is the meaning of it? The car class has an abstract method. So whenever you will create some subclass, so that subclass must provide the implementation of the abstract method in their subclasses. Otherwise, you have to make that class is also abstract. So let us see what are the possible solutions of it. So here you can see the compiler is just suggesting two quick fix available here. First, you have to add unimplemented methods. Otherwise, you will make this class also as an abstract class. So let me just try the first one, add unimplemented method. So here I will just click on it. You can see your start engine method has been overridden in their subclasses. Now you can provide the implementation details inside it, right? This is the first solution. Then let's see the second solution to resolve this problem. The second solution is make the type sedan as abstract. If you want, you would not like to implement the abstract method in this class, you have to make this class an abstract. So now this class become an abstract class. So now no need to implement this start engine method inside it. So these are the two possible solutions to just remove this problem. So let me just use the first one, add unimplemented methods. So here you can just implement it, right? So this is how to create the subclass. In the similar way, let me just create one more class, right? Let me create one more class. The class is the SUV car, right? And this is also the subclass of a class car. So here also in this class, the compiler is complaining. Either you have to make this class as abstract, otherwise you have to implement the unimplemented methods of the superclass. So I'm just clicking on the first part, add unimplemented method. So here you can see the start engine method is overridden. So here, what is the meaning of abstraction? You can see in the superclass, we have defined or we have declared a method, start engine, but we don't know about it. Which type of engine will be started inside this method? Means the internal details of a method is hidden, right? And who will provide the body of this method and who will implement it? The class, the subclass which implement or will use this car, the class which will use this class car will provide the body of the method of the start engine. So if you are working on the this subclass, that is a sedan here, so what can you do? You can just simply print a message. So I will just copy this part, or inside it you can just display a message starting engine of sedan car, right? You can write starting engine of a sedan car, right? You can write. So you can write some comment like it is quick, quiet, and smooth. So this is the body of this method you are providing. Body you can decide by yours, right? What type of implementation you would like to provide for this abstract method. In the similar way, you can come to this start engine method and you can just provide the body of this SUV car also, right? So what can you print here? Starting the engine of SUV. So I will just copy it and you can just display inside it, right? And you can display message starting engine of SUV car, right? So this is the body of the start engine inside the SUV, right? So the subclass will provide their implementation details, right? So this is about your abstract class and different subclasses, okay? So let us see what is the next point here. Abstract class can have constructor which can be called using subclass also. If you are thinking about it, if this class we can create the object of it, so can we add the constructor of the abstract class? Yes, we can have a constructor. Let me just show you how will you add a constructor. So let me just adding a constructor here, adding a. So you can add a default constructor also, or you can add a parameterized constructor also. Let me just show you how to add a parameterized constructor. Okay. So inside it, you can define the string, that model here, right? And int the year you can provide, or you can simply write this dot model is equal model. In the similar way, you can write this dot year is equal year. So what we have done so far, we have created a class car that is an abstract class. It has some variables which is private inside a class. It has a constructor that is a parameterized constructor. We have added a abstract method which body will be provided by their subclasses, right? It has a non-abstract method which is used to display the information. So let me just display the information like model of a car, that is I can display that model plus the year of publication, that is you can write here the year, right? So let me see what the error it is showing. So sedan, what it is showing? It is showing you have to just call the constructor of the superclass. Implicit super constructor call is undefined. So because we have added the constructor here also, and you know very well, if you will not be able to create an object of a class car, so how will you call the constructor of this class? So you know very well, with the help of a subclass constructor, you can call the constructor of the superclass. So here we go, and here we will write. So we have to write the constructor, that is public sedan here, right? Or inside it, so it is just, let me remove one public, and inside it you will write this string model and this int year, right? So I will just provide it. You will pass the information of the model and year from the subclass. So here, how to call the constructor of the superclass? You can call the super keyword here, right? The super keyword will be used to call the constructor of the superclass. And here now you can see the compiler is not complaining for anything here, right? Compiler is not complaining, so your problem is resolved now. In the similar way, you can add a constructor here also, that is sub. So if you will write this one, so you will pass some parameters inside it, and in the similar way, you will use the super keyword to call the constructor of the superclass, and the compiler will just stop complaining. The program is now error free, right? The program is now error free. So we have an abstract class, this one, a car. It has variables, the constructors, abstract method, and the non-abstract method. This is the subclass which has implemented, which has overridden the method start engine, and which is used to call the constructor of the superclass also. In the similar way, we have the sub class. Now come to the main class now. So now you can see this is the car reference we have created previously. Let me just create the different reference. So here, let me just create a reference of a class car. Car sedan is equal. Sedan is equal, you can write the new sedan car, right? So now this car is right now is representing the sedan car, and here you can pass the model information, that is Toyota, and you can pass, and the year of here you can write 2021, and in the similar way you can, this the same reference, right? The same reference, that is car SUV, you can create is equal new SUV, right? You can see inside it you can pass SUV, and you can pass some values inside it. Clear? So this is, you can pass, for example, this SUV car is a Ford car, right? Ford Explorer you can write, or you can pass the year information, that is 2023. So here, this is the way how will you create the references of an abstract class and how it can be used to represent the object of different subclasses. Now what can you do? Simply you will just, let me just accessing sedan car. So simple, you will write the object of the sedan, sedan dot display, right? Display information, and you can write the sedan dot start engine, right? So let's see what will be the output, right? So you will just save your program, right? Just run it, and you will see the output. So here you can see the model is Toyota, the year is 2021, and starting the engine of sedan car, it is very quiet and smooth. In the similar way, you can access, right? In the similar way, you can access the SUV car, right? Accessing the SUV car. So you can write the SUV object dot display information and SUV object dot start engine, right? Now it will start the engine of the SUV car, and here you will run your program, and here we go. You can see the output model is Ford and starting engine of SUV car. So this is the concept. How can you implement the abstract class, and how can you achieve the abstraction from 0 to 99%? So why we are saying 0 to 99%? It means we are not completely making this class as abstract. It may be a combination of abstract method or non-abstract method. And the one last point is you can't declare abstract constructor or abstract static method. That is your homework. Just try to add abstract constructor inside it and try to add an abstract static method. Let's just see the behavior of the class and how it will work, right? So this is all about for the abstract class. In the next session, you will learn a very important topic, means how will you implement the 100% abstraction in Java programming language to the interfaces. So this is all about for this today's session. Bye-bye for now. We'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye. Have a great day.